did a really poor job of straightening my hair today. Oh my goodness. Hey dudes, what's up? So do you notice anything different? Yes, I did get a pink pillow. No, that was there last time. But I got bangs and I really like them. They make me kind of feel like I'm more badass than I actually am. I have seen so many people get like the front wispy bangs that are like a little bit longer and you have to like curl under so that they don't touch your eye but they still stab your eye. But the nice thing about them is that if I get tired of them, I can just push them to the side and then all of a sudden I don't have bangs anymore. I've got like little like side swept bangs. It's amazing. These are like 2 hairstyles in one and it looks so cute in a ponytail. I love them. Today's video is probably going to be a little bit shorter just because I don't think it's that long of a story. I've had so many of you guys reach out and ask me if I have any paranormal updates or if anything has happened to me, if I've experienced anything, and no, I haven't. I'm sorry. Although I don't have any paranormal experiences that I've been through, I thought it would be kind of fun to tell you guys my dad's first experience with the paranormal. At least I think it's his first experience. If it isn't his first experience, then I don't think I've ever heard of anything happening before. Maybe I'll have to ask him about that. But this is like the first story I ever heard relating to like a paranormal thing when I was little. I was told this when I was very young and it's something that scared me because back when I was little I was so terrified of the paranormal and stuff and I didn't want to experience anything like that. This is a story that I had to ask my stream if I have ever told you guys on YouTube about it because I have filmed it twice in 2 separate videos not relating to this topic, but when you guys have sent me similar stories, I had brought them up in 2 videos, but I had cut them out both times. And yeah, this story took place when my dad was in high school, so it's not recent whatsoever. It happened a long time ago. It's very interesting nonetheless. A little bit of quick information. My dad has 2 sisters, one older and one younger, and at the time all 3 of them were living in my grandparents' house, so their parents' house. My grandpa's brother, so my dad's uncle, was unfortunately very sick, and so one night when my dad went to bed, he woke up in the early morning, so I'm assuming probably between like 1 a.m. to like 4 a.m., probably around that time frame. He woke up within that time and saw his uncle standing at the foot of his bed, and he was kind of in shock because waking up and seeing your uncle standing over you is just like, it's weird because it's like, where did you come from? So my dad kind of stared at him for a second and then his uncle said, "I'm okay. It's okay." He kind of shook his head like in disbelief because he didn't know what was going on. And to this day, he tells me and my sister that he thought it was a dream. Like he seriously thought like he was dreaming and that's why he kind of shook himself awake, like what's going on? Like this shouldn't be happening type of thing. And when he shook his head, his uncle was gone. So he went back to bed. He still wasn't sure like what was going on. And then that next morning when my dad woke up, it was announced that his uncle had passed away that night around the exact same time that he saw him in his room. And my dad never told anybody about that experience until years later when he was sitting with his 2 sisters. They were just kind of sitting around talking about their uncle, and my dad was like, "Oh, I have to tell you guys something so crazy. That night when he passed away, I saw him in my room." And both sisters immediately were like, "I had the same experience. The same exact time, the same exact words were said, and the same exact like amount of time that he was there." All 3 of them experienced the exact same thing at the exact same time and never told anybody about it. Their uncle all came to them, stood at their bed, they saw him, he said he was okay, and then he was gone. Which I think is so cool, and I'm getting the chills again, but I think it's so cool that all 3 of them in different rooms of the house all woke up to see their uncle who had just passed away standing there saying that he was okay. And I know when you guys send me stories of you seeing your loved ones who have passed away, I always say I love stories like that, and I think that's where this stems from. Although this scared me as a child, I think it's so cool to get to be able to see them one last time, and when they come back to say, "Hey, I'm okay, it's okay, like don't worry." It's so interesting and it's so cool. What really gets me about that story is that all 3 of them had the experience. But yeah, so like I said earlier, very short experience, but since you guys have sent me so many of your experiences that are similar to that, I thought it would be cool just to share one that my dad went through and what made him kind of really believe in spirits and ghosts. And although he doesn't really believe in like all of the stuff that me and my sister and my mom do, he still does believe in spirits. It's something I asked him the other day actually. I'm like, wait, you don't believe in ghosts? His head shot up and he was like, no, I do believe in ghosts. I know that it's a very short video. I've only been filming for like 10 minutes, so I don't think it's gonna be long of a video at all, but that's okay. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I also have been getting so many people asking me when my next Reading Your Paranormal Stories video is coming up. I will just say that I like to space those out a little bit just to give people time to send in their stories. I know that you guys are always saying if you would post one every week, we would be happy with it, but I just like to space it out a little bit, so that's why next week I'll be doing a different kind of video, and then the week after that we'll post a Reading Your Scary Stories. So I hope that helps clear that up a little bit. I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye everybody. Let me move my bangs so I can read that again.